And we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, my people. You know that it helps us out a ton. And of course, it helps you because it helps us keep bringing you this content. Now, y'all, your girl, Fani Willis, she's taking loss after loss after loss, y'all. Just this week, she lost essentially 2 murder cases, y'all. 2 in 1 week. One was the final defendant on the YSL murder case. If you all remember, Fani Willis came out thumping her chest, saying we're gonna put all these people away. And there were 2 victims that she said that the YSL gang, according to her, YSL is a gang headed by rapper Young Thug, and she said they had taken out 2 people, right? So there were 2 individuals that took it to trial. They were both acquitted. Fani has allowed 4 other people to plead down from the M charge to lesser charges. So now officially there will be no convictions for the offing of these 2 guys. One person named Donovan Thomas, also known as Nut or Big Nut, and the other known as Shamel Drinks. Let's take a look. It says here, long-running YSL case will end without a single M conviction. After 3 years, 28 defendants, and countless days in court, the long-running Young Slime Life gang and racketeering case will wrap up without a single M conviction. For the second time in as many weeks, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis's office agreed to drop a M charge against an alleged YSL member in exchange for their guilty plea in the high-profile case. Several Atlanta attorneys said Tuesday that was par for the course, and it was clear Willis's office tried to dispose of the remaining defendants as quickly as possible after last year's trial fell apart. I'm certainly not surprised, said Keith Adams, who represented Atlanta rapper Young Thug, the Grammy-winning superstar at the center of this state's case. So here you have Fani Willis, y'all, making a big show, a big deal out of what she was going to do. And then when push came to shove, she didn't have the evidence. She didn't have the capacity to convict these people of the most serious charges. And so she had to reduce them all wrong. First of all, the only 2 that took it to trial, she lost, right? And then she reduced all of the other defendants who were on trial for M. Y'all know I'm saying M because of YouTube, right? Y'all know that. She reduced those all down to lesser charges. So there will be no convictions for the M's of those 2 people. I'm sorry I have to say M. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, y'all, so that's one. So she lost that. She lost that this week. But then there's another one. There's an officer who shot someone in 2019. The officer said it was self-defense. The victim's family believes that it was an unjustified shooting. Okay, I'm not taking any stance on this one way or another because frankly, I don't know. But this trial was moved to federal court and Fani lost that one. Let's take a look. But before we do, y'all, make sure you take care of your money. I'm not gonna make this a long one, y'all. Go to Paralegold, PARALEGOLD.com or call 844-651-8334, 844-651-8334. If you have $50,000 to $100,000 or more in your retirement, protected from inflation, protected from monetary debasement, you're about to retire. Make sure your money's still there and it's still worth something by investing at least some of it in gold. Talk to our partners at Augusta Precious Metals. Go click the link now, get the free information, and protect your precious retirement.
And new this week, a federal judge dismissing murder charges against Sung Kim, the former Atlanta police officer who shot and killed Jimmy Atchison back in 2019.
Judge Michael Brown ruled Atchison's death a textbook self-defense case that he said should not have moved forward. But Atchison's family and the Georgia NAACP strongly disagree. They are calling on the Fulton County District Attorney to appeal. 11 Live's Grace King is live in Atlanta with more for us this evening. Grace, you talked with Atchison's father earlier. What did he tell you?
His father, Jimmy Hill, says he's hurt and angry that a federal judge decided to dismiss the charges against Officer Sung Kim. He says it should have been left up to a jury, like the jury that originally indicted Officer Kim back in 2022. In 2019, Jimmy Hill lost his son Jimmy Atchison to gunfire.
He was full of excitement, full of joy, full of laughter.
6 years later, he worries he'll lose his quest for justice, too.
He was robbed of life. This is a broken system, and it needs to be fixed.
A federal judge dismissed all charges against Sung Kim Tuesday, the veteran Atlanta police officer who shot and killed Atchison while executing a warrant with an FBI Joint Task Force in 2019. The judge wrote the evidence for self-defense is so overwhelming, it's hard to understand how Georgia could have brought these charges in the first place, much less continued with them over the 2.5 years since. But Atchison's dad says his son was unarmed, hiding in a closet, and given conflicting commands.
I was in shock. I was hurt. I was angry. I was enraged. I was upset because you had all these different you had the inconsistencies in the stories.
A Fulton County grand jury indicted Kim on felony murder and involuntary manslaughter charges in 2022, but the case was eventually moved to federal court.
And it's like they're being overlooked and locked out. It's like what they say didn't matter.
Hill hopes District Attorney Fani Willis will appeal this new ruling so his son's case can stay alive.
You know, wrong is wrong no matter who says it. And it is wrong anymore to seek to escape the consequences of one act.
And Kim retired from the Atlanta police force back in 2019. I spoke with his attorney over email today. Don Samuel told me it's hard to celebrate when a young man died, that this just proves that this original case was an inexcusable abuse of prosecutorial decision-making. Live in Fulton County, Grace King, 11 Alive News.
So as you can see, the judge says that this should have never even been taken to trial, right? And the interesting thing is, you can kind of say the same thing with the YSL, right? At least they shouldn't have been taken to trial for the M charge because after all, those charges did not stick. So add that to the Donald Trump case, which Fani has been removed from due to her, let's say, improprieties, and you just have a total failure, y'all. I mean, I know she's over there. She's probably getting convictions in other cases. I'm sure she's putting bad guys away. I'm sure she's doing some good work on other cases, but on her most prominent cases, on the ones that come out into the national news, she's losing, and she's losing badly. I'd like y'all, let me know what y'all think about this, y'all. Do you think Fani has a political future? Do you think she has a future even as the AG? I'm not sure if there are any term limits, but people down in Fulton County, y'all can let me know that. But does she have a political future? Seems like not, y'all. Doesn't seem like she's doing a very good job with her national image. I don't know, maybe down in Fulton County, she has a better image than she does nationally. Let me know what you think, y'all. Please leave a comment down below. But before you do, please stop, hit the share button, share this video out over email, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all your favorite social mediums. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. For my people with a retirement, if you still want some money there, you know, when you go to retire, if you still wanted to have some value, go down, click the link, PARALEGOLD.com, Paralegold, and speak to our people at Augusta Precious Metals. They'll help you determine if gold will be best to protect your retirement from monetary debasement, inflation, you know, all the ups, downs, and rounding rounds. I want to thank y'all for watching. Appreciate y'all, and we'll see you back in the next one.